Hello, welcome to today's episode of Mindset Matters. Today, I want to talk about regrets. Do you have any regrets? Do you live with any regrets inside of you? And this came to my thoughts because on Friday, I attended my neighbour's funeral. And I don't know about you, but I think when you attend funerals, they do kind of leave you a bit reflective. But also, I'll record a conversation I'd had with him probably, 18 months, 2 years ago when he'd been unwell. And he'd said to me then, if it's my time, then I've had a good life and I have no regrets. And this was very much echoed by his family and friends at his funeral. He'd lived a really colourful, full life. He'd lived, he'd worked, he'd travelled all around the world. He was an engineer and he'd made a significant contribution in the work that he did. And he was, for sure, a real character that we'll miss. But the regrets thing is something that I hear clients talk about quite frequently. I'm thinking of one client who, and he's certainly not alone. Over the last 20 years, lots of clients get stuck in this place of regretting the things they haven't done yet, or feeling that because they haven't done it, they've run out of time, or they're not going to be able to do it. And of course, if there's some time that have passed and there's some things we haven't done, yes, there might be some momentary regret about that. But the reality is, the choice we have is that we can't do anything about the time that's passed. All we can do is focus on what we can do to make a difference from this moment forward. And as Friday was a stark reminder, time is not promised to any of us. And the choice we have is to delay those goals, those wishes, those hopes, those dreams for a time in the future, or we set about doing something about them right now. Of course, some things we might not be able to implement and make happen overnight, but we can certainly make some good headway towards it. So yeah, I encourage you today to think about, if, whether it be small or big, whether it be for this week, whether it be for this month, for this quarter, for the rest of this calendar year, for the next 12 months, or even maybe when you're sitting in your rocking chair reflecting back on the time that you've enjoyed on this planet, is there anything that you don't want to get to that point regretting having not done, seen, experienced? Only you can answer those questions, and there's certainly no right or wrong answer to them. But choose and decide a time scale. If even if it's just like I say this week, if you look back on Friday when your working week's finished, if it's Friday for you, what's the one thing you want to make sure that you don't regret having not completed, having not accomplished, having not achieved? And then maybe look a bit bigger for your kind of life in terms of things you want to enjoy and accomplish. But the choice is ours. We either live with those dreams left inside of us, or we set about making them our reality. But either way, it's our life, and it's our choice. So I encourage you just to be a bit mindful and aware of that today. Have a think. Rather than waiting to that point in time where you are sat in your rocking chair looking back at life, where maybe you haven't got the energy, the time to do the things you wish you had done. Create a plan, create a vision, create a list of the things that you would like to do, and set about making them happen and enjoying it along the way. So yeah, that's it. No regrets. No regrets. It's something to think about for sure. And maybe let us know in the comments, what's the one thing that you absolutely want to ensure that you don't end up regretting having not done, seen, experienced, enjoyed, achieved in your own personal life. So some food for thought for you today. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you again tomorrow.